What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and welcome to today's video. Now today, it's a Friday, so we're doing some beast classes here, and I figured, you know what, we just got a new weapon yesterday, so we're going to take full advantage of that, and we're going to do a beast class setup the second day that it is out. So the Ripper was part of the Devastation DLC pack, and is now available to Season Pass holders, so if you have the Season Pass, hop on and take full advantage of the early access. But before we get started, some quick notes on the Ripper. It's a very versatile weapon. I prefer it as an AR because the iron sights, in my opinion, kind of suck whenever you have it as an SMG. The built-in reflex is very good to the overall integrity and playability of the gun. It has quick mobility and doesn't restrict movement. It's become, honestly, one of my favorite ARs, if not my favorite already, and it's been out for a day. So, it's a very great gun in my opinion. I am extremely excited to bring you guys this class setup because it's just such a great gun and I enjoy running and gunning with it so much. Now, let's get into what you guys actually care about in this video, the actual class setup. I'll put it up on screen so you can follow along for a little bit, but the primary is clearly, of course, the Ripper, and on that I run foregrip and muzzle brake. Those are my two always handy attachments that I use for a lot of my guns, actually, simply because I like to add range to the gun and I like to have more control over the recoil. Now granted, they may not be the actual best for the class. For me, they work the best. So as for the secondary, well, I don't run one, and as for lethal and tactical, I don't run those either. I don't really see the need to when you're just running and gunning, getting up in close quarters gunfights. Granted, it'd be nice to switch to a pistol or something if you really need to, but I like to tend to not put myself in those positions where I'll need to switch to a pistol. My logic behind that is that if you have to switch to a pistol, it's more so a 50-50 chances draw that you're going to win or lose the gunfight. So why not even put yourself in a position where you can always win the gunfight rather than having to take the chance and switch. So next up, the perks are what actually make this class pretty good and what makes it the type of playstyle that fits mine. So first up are the actual perks that I run on the class. Ready Up, Sleight of Hand, Stalker, Quick Draw, and Dead Silence. Now Ready Up, I'm a run and gun player. The quicker I can be ready for gunfights, the better. Sleight of Hand, you always gotta have fast reloads in my opinion, especially if you're going into gunfights, and the Ripper has a very good reload time as is, but why not make it even better? Stalker, I normally wouldn't even suggest to even think about putting Stalker on because it's banned in competitive play. I'm the type of person that likes to play how you would if you're just going to switch over to competitive, but I really could not resist with this gun because the mobility is so high. It's a must-add for quick movement in my opinion, and it brings me against everything that I do to suggest this to you guys, but it just feels right on the weapon. So, Quick Draw is up next. This is a must for all of my classes. I don't think you'll ever see me using a class that doesn't have Quick Draw on it. Quick Draw means a quicker ADS and a step up on the gunfights. That's immensely important to running and gunning. And Dead Silence is the final perk on this class. If you have a headset, this makes things so much easier for you guys because you can sound whore. You can hear everything except yourself. And with one of the recent patches about a month ago, you are actually silent, so you don't hear yourself. You hear everybody that doesn't have Dead Silence, or if you have Amplify, it makes Dead Silence a little louder so that you actually can sound whore. So that's always nice, and it gives you a great advantage going into gunfights. So the strike package that I run on this class is Specialist, and the three primary Specialist perks that I have are Scavenger, ICU, and Steady Aim. First up, Scavenger, let's talk rounds for a little bit. I'm the type of person that likes to conserve ammo, and I don't like to be put into situations where I'm close to running out of ammo. So Scavenger, in that first perk slot of Specialist, always helps out, especially because I will probably never run out of ammo like that. So ICU is second, and I was doing a lot of objective play with this class yesterday whenever it first came out. So this was a lot of running around, getting into gunfights that I usually wouldn't normally do, perhaps. And in those situations, I need to regen my health very quickly. So quicker health regenning is always very helpful. Steady Aim is the next perk on this Specialist primaries, and that is increased hip fire, and I will always take that. I will hip fire a lot of the times, especially in close quarters gunfights. If I don't have the time to ADS, I'll be able to get the kills off if I hip fire, even with an AR or something like that. It's not practical, but it gets the job done. So anything you get to be able to help your hip fire is always very nice. So as for my bonus perks, I run Agility, Marathon, Takedown, and Incog, and there are two things that I look for when running these four perks, and that is movement and stealth. Agility and marathon both clearly help out the movement area of my game, and takedown and incog help out the stealth. So agility lets me run quicker and be more nimble on my feet when I'm running, so it gives me the quicker jump up on my enemies. Marathon lets me run for longer, so that is always nice if I need to get out of an area or get to a flag or something quickly, and I can be able to move around a lot more. Takedown allows me to have a stealth edge to my class, in which whenever I go to kill somebody, it doesn't show their death locations to my enemy team, so it gives me a little bit of a jump if I need to get out of an area, say around the corner from somebody coming to check on an enemy that just died. Incog allows me to have more stealth. It allows me to get by without being seen by thermal, recon, tracker, and motion sensors, so that is always a nice thing to have as well. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the class. That is my epic super OBJ running around, running and gunning class with the brand new gun, the Ripper. Hope you guys did like it. As I gotta say with every class setup video that I do, it may not be the best class for you, but for me, it works out, so that's a little disclaimer. Don't come back and be like, I hate this class, it's terrible, you don't know what you're talking about, Jordan. It happens. I mean, that's just something that you take the risk of when taking advice from a random person on the internet. So that's the class that I like to run with this weapon. I hope you guys do enjoy it. Maybe you give it a try. Maybe you like it. So that's been my time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name's been Espresso. If you did like the video, please leave a like rating down below. Any shares to your Facebook, Twitter, and or MySpace if you're OG like that are always greatly appreciated. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe for the best of Call of Duty Ghost content. I have a ton of stuff still coming to you guys. As always, if you guys are having a great day, I shall see you guys later. Take care, and peace.